It's Wednesday, my dudes. Ah! There we go, once again. Started the live stream badly because there was no microphone. Hello, guys, how are you? Okay, there is audio now. There is audio now, okay, so I'm glad that's fixed now. There's always something that goes wrong, isn't there? And because of a delay, it always means it takes a few moments of me rambling to myself before it gets fixed. But it's working now, so how are you all? Are you all alright? Are you all ready for some fantastic Fallout 4? I hope you are. Like, we've just got done streaming The Escapists for quite a while right there, and it was good fun. And Ryan Morton says, no sound, cringe alarm. There's the cringe alarm right there. Go ahead and use the cringe alarm for the lack of sound. I think that's totally fine. Chrissy Reed said, yay, it's beautiful render again. Hello there, Chrissy. How are you? Nice to hear from you again. Obviously, we just got done streaming just under 2 hours of The Escapists, which was an awesome kind of fun, creative little crafting prison escape game. And it was really great fun. Everyone here who was in the stream, quite a few of you, I see a lot of the same names, were there. And everyone had a really good fun. Turns out we're actually not very good criminals, but that's probably a good thing overall, isn't it? So, we all alright? Let's go ahead and see, now that we started this, if we can get a share spike going. Let's get a share spike going now that we have started Fallout 4, of course. So, let's go. Boom. Alright, so now, let's go ahead and get the share spike going. If you are new here, and you don't know what the share spike is, it's pretty simple. If you're watching the stream, you gotta share it. It's that simple. You can go ahead and share it on all your favorite social medias. Oh, what's that right there? Notification. Kimberly A has... Kimberly A. Do you guys see that little donation bar at the top? That is the donation fund for the HTC Vive. And Kimberly A has just donated the rest of the money for it. Kimberly, Kimberly, Kimberly. Everyone go ahead and chant Kimberly A in the chat for smashing that PayPal HTC Vive fund. Thanks so much, Katie. That is awesome. Katie, well, thank you so much, Katie. Was it Katie or Kimberly? I was saying Katie the entire time. Kimberly, sorry, Kimberly, I got the wrong name. The name was listed the wrong here. It listed the wrong person's name here. Sorry, Kimberly. Kimberly A. It said Katie A. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Because of that donation, when I get paid from something else, you know, like from last stream, we should be able to order that HTC Vive. That's looking like I'm going to do it now, isn't it? Kimberly, Kimberly, thank you so much. Everyone in the chat, say thank you to Kimberly A, who's donated the rest of the money. But obviously, it's not just Kimberly A who has donated to this fund, obviously. It's everyone else, of course. Everyone else, of course, has gone ahead and donated. But Kimberly has just finished it off with the biggest one so far, with the $65 donation. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Say something in the chat so we can say thank you to you in person. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. That is absolutely fantastic. That's fantastic. You're the best. You're the best. When I get paid from something else, I will go ahead and order that Vive, I guess. So, right. Let's go then. Let's have a fantastic stream. Let's have a fantastic stream. Should I leave the donation thing up there? I'll leave the thing up there so everybody knows. I'll leave the thing so everybody knows. Thank you so much, Kimberly. That is so kind of you. Right. Let's get the share spike going. So, we are gonna build a church of Atom in Diamond City. Come watch the live stream now. And tweet. That is my part of the share spike done. You guys gotta go ahead and do the same. If you're new here, go ahead and tweet out the stream so we get as many people watching as possible. Kimberly is right there who says, I look forward to the VR streams. I look forward to them too. Thank you very much, Kimberly. If anything goes wrong with ordering it, say if it's, I don't know, say if it says it's gonna take 2 weeks or something, I'll let you guys know, obviously. But when I get paid from the next thing, which I've got waiting, I'll go ahead and order that. So that is absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Craigus Carrot says, I want to see his reaction to jumping off the highest building in Fallout. Oh, what do you mean by that, buddy? Okay. Okay, Render, did you Church of Atom? Oh, did I write it all as one word? Who cares? I was too excited. I was too excited. Okay, I wasn't going to do this straight away. But hear me out now, people. I was actually going to say, if we can hit the donation goal tonight, I was going to show you guys a special edited video that was never released. Do you guys want to see that now, or do you want to wait a little bit? Do you want to see it now, or do you want to wait a little bit? Let me know, let me know. We could do it in like an hour's time or something like that, you know, when we're halfway through the stream. But let me know, because I was just about to say, after the share spike, that I was thinking about doing that, showing an edited video that I never released. I never released it. So would you guys like to see it? Would you guys like to see it? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we can do. Some people were saying, I saw it yesterday on the Twitter, that we need a door here. We need a door here. I forgot to put a door there. So that's no worry. I'm okay with using the same double doors. I'm okay with using the same double doors. We're going to go ahead and do that. Going to go ahead and pop that down there. And then we'll be able to link that to back inside the bar later. There you go, do that there. Maybe slide it a bit that way. There we go.
That needs our help.
And Craigus Carrot has donated $5 to the PayPal and says, for Mr. Carrot, Carrot, Carrot. Everyone go ahead and chant Craigus Carrot in the chat for donating $5 via the PayPal even. Thank you very much for doing that. That is superb. Thank you very much for doing that. Okay. Again, should I leave up the little notification thing? Yeah, let's leave up the notification thing a little bit there, just so people know just how far we go past that. And obviously, I've noticed ever since we've had this PayPal thing up, Super Chat donations, they really haven't been many. Probably because that PayPal thing is there. So, now we've hit it, Super Chats are open again, I guess. Okay, okay. Let's do this, though. But yeah, so what are people saying about the, what are some people saying about the special video? Do people want to go ahead and see the special video? Sean Roberts says now. Fourth Pixel says why not. Fourth Pixel says ooh. Chrissy Reed says let's see it now. Okay, okay. Okay. So now, let's do it. Let's do it then. Let's do it. I'm going to show you guys a special, unedited video of a game which I did one episode of, but I didn't do the second. And I stopped doing it. I decided not to do any more because it was very oversaturated at the time. And also, the reception on the first video wasn't that great. People who watched it enjoyed it, but just not many people clicked on it. So I'm going to show it here today for you guys now that we've hit that goal as kind of like a special thank you. What I've got to go ahead and do is open it up in, what should I open it up in? Let's open it up in VLC, I believe is good. We're going to open it up here, and then we're going to watch this video as a special thank you, guys, to everyone who donated. We hit the goal. We should be able to order it when I get paid from this next thing. But as a special thank you, we're going to watch this video. It's about 12 minutes. We're going to watch it. And it's fantastic. How's it going, guys? It's the final. You stop talking right now. We've got to go ahead and put you onto the full screen. Okay. Here we go. This is episode 2 of Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. Yeah, I never released this video. I never released this video. And the reason I didn't release it is because the kind of view count on the very first episode wasn't very good. So is there a better one I can choose? What about the Fortnite one? Oh dear, graphics going a little bit crazy right now. No, what about the Escapist one? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can see a bit more of that there. Maybe not, actually. Let's go ahead. Stop flashing the wrong graphics, guys. Stop flashing the wrong graphics. Okay, actually, tell you what, I could just do it this way, couldn't I? I could just do it this way and move some of the stuff down. Let's go ahead and lower it down. I'm going to keep my face up. I'm going to keep my face up because I think it will be quite cool to go ahead and see the reactions and stuff like that. But everything else, we'll go ahead and turn these off for now. We'll turn them back on once we actually start, of course. Alright, so where is it? I need to go ahead and just hide some of these layers. See, I love OBS, the Streamlabs OBS. I really do. But they really need a better way to organize things. They need a better way to organize things because everything, you can't just get rid of things quickly and easily, you know? Okay, so I'm going to keep my reaction open, so let's go. How's it going, guys? It's the final render. I edited it. Welcome back to Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. This is the second episode in our little trip to get over it, and as of right now, the first episode hasn't even gone online for you guys to see, so I didn't even know if you guys enjoy this game, but I'm recording episode 2 now, and you'll notice we are back to the highest spot we got. I actually grinded a little bit to get back to our highest spot we ever got to. It didn't actually take that long, thankfully. I actually kind of did it in like one take, which is amazing. Now, I need to get on that camera. Yes. So, I presume the best way to do this is probably to launch myself.
To get to this part.
So yeah, as of right now, Today is the second day of the new timetable of 5 videos a week, and I have no idea if it's working or not yet, but we'll see. Go! That's right, yeah, I was trying to do an edited video a day. Set myself up again and try again. And that was good. 3, 2, 1, launch. Grab the camera. But yeah, I was trying to do an edited video a day in January, wasn't I? And it was good, but people weren't watching it. So well, now we're doing live stream, which is much better. I should probably stop pausing it, shouldn't I? Let's just watch it. Let's just watch it. Oop, oop, oop. Ooh, Nelly. Ooh, Nelly. Oh, no.
You'll be back here again and again.
Do not talk to me right now, dude. Launch. There we go. Onto the camera. Onto the chair.
I know. Most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude.
Not now, Bennett. Not now, Bennett.
Like a baby bird being fed chewed up food.
Oh, no, no, no.
That's culture too.
Okay. Him interrupting there really did distract me a bit, but if it was silent, I might have got up there. Okay. So thanks, Bennett. You ranting about YouTube and stuff. I love you, man. And launch. Grab the camera. Oh, this is hard. And now, get ready to see the magnificent dance of the hammer. Whoop. Right, there we go. And onto the chair. Oh, no. Oh, oh. Hold it there, final. Hey, hold it there. Good job. Okay, we made it to brand new heights. Let's see if we can lower ourselves onto the chair right there. We're actually using one of these bits of furniture for its intended use. Ooh. Pull myself a little bit to the right, maybe. So how do we attack this then? We need to get to that brown sofa. It's brown sofa time yet again. Oh dear. Okay, so can't spin the hammer that way. Whoop. There we go. Excellent. Lower myself. Get some speed. Get the bed. Ooh. That's not what I intended to do. I don't like this. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be real bad. But let's try it. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh, no. Brown sofa. Excellent. We have landed on the brown sofa. And whoop. Oh no. Oh. Oh. There we go. Okay. I'd rather start again than lose my progress. I can hook the brown sofa now. Hook the bed. Hook that little cabinet. Oop. And again. There we go. And now position myself right on the toilet. Okay, so now, take a look around. Right. We've got that guy who appears to be stripping in front of the dogs up there. We need to get to that little lamp that's right next to him, don't we? Okay, so... Oh, no. Oh. Grab that. There we go. That was close. Do we want to be on the toilet for this? Or do we want to be kind of slightly off to the side again? Like that. Yeah, we want to be off to the side, really. You got to kind of aim the dude like a cannon. So something I'm curious about is that, do any of you guys have this game? Like, I know on my Steam list there's only 2 guys who own it, so has anyone tried it, you know? Oh.
But on the off chance
there we go.
Playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable.
Bennett.
But maybe it doesn't have
Not
to
right
be
now. Let's take this slow, find out where we need to go first. I don't want to just launch myself to the left and only to then find it's wrong. It looks like I can basically go ahead and go a bit lower. This is very dangerous what I'm doing now, but I'm doing that. Oh my god. No. Oh, this is taking so much mouse control. No! Where am I? Stop playing that music, it's really mocking. Oh, I'm back here. You are kidding me. Where's... Oh, no! Oh, now I'm back at the barbecue. Ah. Hey. At least we know what to expect. Oh. I wish this music would stop, but I don't want to turn it off. That's really against the spirit of the video game, I think.
Hey.
I was close. At least the music has stopped. Right. I'm going to concentrate hard now and try to get
The
back.
soul would have no rainbow, had the eyes no tears.
So where I was
Vance
before. That is... Let's just try again.
You've done this part before. You know it's possible.
Shut
Just do
up,
what you did the
Bennett.
first time.
Shut up. Right, stop. Stop talking. No. No talking, Mr. Bennett Foddy. No talking. We need to launch ourselves onto the boxes, don't we? Okay. Lower your hammer and yup. Oh, that was not enough power, Mr. Render. What's that child doing up there? Oh, child! No, child. Help me, boy. How did you get up there? How did he get up there? Oh, he's got legs, I suppose, hasn't he? Yeah, that would make it a lot easier, wouldn't it? Oh,
I feel within me a peace above all earthly dignities. A still and quiet conscience.
Man. Shut up, Shakespeare. I'm not interested in ya. Oh, Macbeth sucked. Come on. Oh, do. Come on. Why am I struggling so much on this bit?
Hang in there. Don't let it get to you.
I didn't actually want to respond, Bennett.
Let it get you a little bit.
I'll frickin' get to you a little bit, you annoying little turd. Lower myself right there. Oh, god darn it. At least physics ignores this little paradox right here about me balancing. And go. Oh, there we go.
You cannot now believe that you will ever feel better. But this is not true. You're
Shut up, Bennett. I'm just going to get on with it.
Knowing this, truly believing it, will make you less miserable now. Abraham Lincoln.
Shut up, Abraham Lincoln. Oh, come on. Why is this part so annoying? There we go. Hit the rake. There we go. Hit the slide. Not that hard. There we go. All right. Back to the slide again. Say hello, child. Hello, child. And get ready. Goodbye, child. Excellent stuff. Oh, went a bit further than I wanted to right there. Got a little eager. There we go. Got the box. Sweet. Caroline. Oh. I don't know how I did that. Oh. Shut up, Edna Hicks. Oh. Oh, don't you dare fall off this part again, sir. Don't you dare. No!
Trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far, feeling frustrated.
So now I'm back, people. Whilst it would have been funny to end on that note, I will not let this game defeat me. I went ahead and took a break and I managed to get back to where we were before at our best moment in time. So we got to go down this part right here. And now, we don't just roll off, do we? No siree. What we want to do is go to the side. So if I could put myself onto this little cabinet here. Come on. Cabinet. Positioned for success. Ooh, that was a bit fast with the hammer right there. I'm still a little bit shaky from the lovely chicken Kievs I got excited about a moment ago. All right, so whoop. There we go. Hey, we are making progress. We are making progress.
An orange is sweet, juicy fruit locked inside a bitter peel. That's not how I feel about a challenge. I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit. It's licorice.
Surely, if you only have the bitter part, you never appreciate the good stuff either. Okay, so presumably we're going to go up. All right. Is that orange going to move? Yes, it is going to move. Thank heavens. I didn't know if that was an obstacle or not. I don't want to get foiled by an orange. Ooh, na 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 na. Okay, there we go. Come on, lower yourself a bit more to the center. Right, can I reach it? I have the power! Nope, can't reach it. Okay, I gotta launch myself a little bit. Only a little bit. Only a little bit. Okay, so, get ready for this. Swing it to the left after. What? Yep. Oh, yes. Whoop. Oh, whoop. No. Oh, no, no. No! Now the video's done, people. I'm happy with ending it here. We got a little bit further. Alright, that's the end of the video. That's just me kind of saying goodbye from now on then. So yeah, I never released that video. I never released that video because the first one just didn't do well. It just didn't do well. So therefore I stopped it there. But there was loads of stuff in there which I'd completely forgotten about. I'd forgotten the Heath Ledger bit and stuff like that. Oh, where was it? It was just before this, wasn't it? That bit. I'd completely forgotten.
It's grapefruit.
That I'd done that.
It's licorice.
Sure. I'd forgotten I'd done that, but yeah. So that was an unedited video. I've just shown you that to you guys because we hit our PayPal goal as a reward. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed watching that little special thing right there. As I said, you know, because we hit our donation goal for the HTC Vive, that's a little special thank you. A little special extra thing right there. Okay, so now let's actually go ahead and do some work on the mod then. And Larry Dole keeps complaining about it. Cheer up, buddy. Cheer up. Let someone have some fun. What else have we got? Donation list. Pop that up there. And, yeah. There we go. Let's see. There's a couple more things I've got to turn on. Top PayPal. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and work on the building then, shall we? We're going to start working on our Church of Atom today, which is fantastic. Which we're going to build in this section right here. We're going to build it right here. So it's going to be fairly small, but I want it to be quite tall. And I want to do something different with it, but I don't really know what I want to do with it. I almost want it to kind of be almost made out of a different material, but I don't really know what material I want it to be out of. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want it to be anything like that. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Let's go to DC Kit. We could go ahead and make it all out of wood. But I don't really think we've got all the wooden materials to do it. I'm tempted to say just get an entire church and just plonk it down. But again, you know, we then got to kind of explain how it got there. Let's see. So this is going to be a Church of Atom. Let me think about it a different way. Let me try to think. What would a Church of Atom have? What would a Church of Atom actually have? Trying to think. Tell you what. Let's actually go to a different Church of Atom. Let's go to like the one with the glowing sea and stuff. Let's kind of see what kind of things they have. See what kind of items they have and stuff. And then we can go ahead and throw stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and see what's up. So, it is. It'll be in the Commonwealth, won't it? It'll be in the Commonwealth. So yeah. Some of you guys list why we would want to go, what kind of things we would need in this special kind of place, you know, the special Church of Atom. I don't want it to be evil. I know that there is kind of an impression. There's kind of an impression about the Children of Atom, that they're a bit evil. Well, that's the case in Far Harbor, but they're not necessarily evil people, you know? So I don't necessarily want an evil place. But yeah, Ryan Morton says, you should have a little area with a nuke so they can worship. That's true, but right now I'm thinking about the exterior. What is the outside of the building gonna look like? What's the outside of the building gonna look like? The inside I'm not worried about right now. But I do want to get a good look for the outside. Some of that looks a bit different. Okay, so glowing sea. Sentinel site. It's not Sentinel site. Glowing sea crater. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. So this is actually the location in Fallout 4. This is where the bomb landed in Boston. Because there was only one nuclear bomb, remember? Or at least one ICBM, anyway. And that landed right here in the glowing sea. Right next to Sentinel site. I remember when I very first played Fallout 4, I found Sentinel site by myself. I was like, oh my god, I've just found this amazingly rare place hidden in a permanent storm. I bet no one's found this. Only to then find that it's actually as part of one of the quest lines. So I'm like, god damn it. I wish there was just a really cool place of that scale that wasn't part of a quest, you know. Because it would be really cool. So it's all built out of cheap metal and stuff like that. It's got some little corrugated metal and stuff like that. But it's mostly just the stuff you get in the workshop, isn't it? Yeah, I'd kind of forgotten. It's just made out of basic metal and wood. Doesn't really give us a better example, does it? Because it's not a unique looking building. Okay, that's not really going to help us. We're going to have to go ahead and just kind of make it up as we go along then. We could kind of make it look like a Christian church, I suppose. That's not a terrible idea, I suppose. Alright, so let's see. Diamond City sale. Okay, let's go back there. Let's go back. Okay, so what else are people saying then? Okay, let's see. Okay, Mr. Hum says, hey, fine, it's looking good, but I gotta go. See you soon. Everyone say goodbye to Mr. Hum, everyone. Everyone say goodbye to Mr. Hum. That is fantastic. Laura Elger says, final render. Maybe lots of hazmat signs on the outside of the building. That's a good idea. We can definitely go ahead and have lots of those. And, yeah. I think we should probably build it entirely out of metal. But maybe try to do something different, you know, maybe have like little towers and spires and stuff like that. Laura Elshard says, how about an actual church in the game? I don't like the idea of doing that. I don't like the idea of just grabbing something that you can find somewhere else and then just plopping it in there. I'd rather go ahead and make something that is completely new and refreshing. You know what I mean? I'd rather make something that is 100% new and original out of individual parts. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go ahead and go back to Diamond City then. Go back to Diamond City. Here we go. And go back to the section we were at over here. Okay, sweet. Really, we should just have at it, I guess. Then let's just have at it. Okay, let's go ahead and start building it then. Go ahead and start building it. I do want it to be quite tall, but it's obviously not anywhere near as wide. So let's go ahead and do that. The idea I had was that on the inside it would be very, very small. Very small indeed. But there would just be lots of kind of nuclear material going up in like a tower on the inside. Almost like a concrete column or something, or a wooden column, with just nothing but like little radioactive plants and nuclear warheads and stuff, all just stacked up in this tower. So everyone can just kind of sit inside the tower, and no matter height in the tower you are still the same distance to the radioactive material. That way, whether if you're on the bottom floor or the top floor, you still get the same distance and the same amount of radiation. Does that make sense? It's kind of an idea I had. Because if you just had like one building, if you think about a church, for example, you got people in the front row, and then we've got people in the second row, front row. People at the very back are very far away from whoever's preaching at the front. But with this design, everybody is equal distance from the centerpiece. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if there is a religion which does something like that. There probably is somewhere. But I think it's quite a neat idea. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some big square pieces right here. And we'll go back to our DC kit metal. Got a big plywood one here. We'll go ahead and do that. I suppose the question is, do we want big things? I don't think I want big radioactive material. I don't want to have like a giant nuclear bomb or something, because how would they get it in here? You know, well, unnoticed presumably. I like to have this idea that they're welcomed in Diamond City, but they're only kind of half welcomed, you know? They're not respected. They're just kind of allowed to be here. They tolerate them, you know? The rich people tolerate the Church of Atom being here. So that's kind of the idea I went for. I've got a big plywood bit right there. Sweet. And any other interesting big bits. Got another plywood bit there. I don't want to use that one, despite how tempted it is, because it's bendy, that one. Go ahead and grab this one. Go ahead and grab this one. And I'm thinking I might want this one to be the tallest one in the entire place. Obviously, this one's tall at 3 stories. But if I can make this one, I don't know, 4 or 5? That'd be pretty cool. Just go to make it a wee bit different. What are people saying in the chat then? Fallout 5 says, roll on HTC Vive. I know, right? I know. We just need to go ahead and, I need to get paid from something else first, remember? And that could be, it could be tonight, it could be tomorrow, I honestly don't know. It's meant to be tonight. It's meant to be tonight. But it obviously hasn't happened just yet. So, let's see what happens. It normally happens at like 6 PM. But it's obviously long past 6 PM and it hasn't happened yet. So, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Go ahead and duplicate those. Push them across there. And we'll replace our wooden panel with a blue one. Go ahead and grab a blue one. And slide it in between the 2 pieces. That's good, like that. Scale it up a bit. So how are you all doing? You all alright? Are we all happy still? Are we all happy? Are we all happy? I certainly hope so. And remember, people, remember, if you are new to this stream and you've never watched this before, we also have the Twitter open. We have the Twitter open so you guys can send in your selfies of you guys enjoying the live stream. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some people sharing the stream and get some selfies of you guys enjoying the live stream in there. If we can get people sending in your selfies to final_render on Twitter, that is final_render, there should also be a link in the description, then if they are vetted, this to be okay, we'll go ahead and share them on the live stream. Let's go ahead and do that now, actually. We normally get some good people sharing some stuff during the share spike. Let's go ahead and see what we have got. Go ahead and jump into my notifications here, see if we have got anything right here. Oh, indeed we do. We have got some stuff right here. Okay. So, let's go. Boom. Starting off right here. We have got FireZ Crafter here, saying, Fallout 4 builder with mods. Come and have some fun. And the most important thing is we are close to a special surprise. If you come, join and spread the love. Well, we've had the special surprise already, so there we go. Hopefully they still come anyway. Thank you very much for that, FireZ Crafter. Chrissy Reed and Katie Mohan are going ahead and retweeting the share spike, which is exactly what we need. And William and Katie have also gone ahead. Yep, they've also gone ahead and hearted the share spike, along with people like Casador. And also, who else have we got? Ogan Fitzgerald has gone ahead and done it. Chip Chicken Gaming. As well as Toby Randall Paley. And Chrissy Reed right there. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Thanks very much for going ahead and liking and sharing the stream, people. That is fantastic. Along with Oscar Kiltbow right there as well. Thanks very much, guys. Very much appreciated. Glad you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're having fun. All right. So we got that there. How's that look from the outside? It looks okay from the outside, doesn't it? Just need to go ahead and get like another piece of corrugated metal. Not metal. Let's go ahead and just go with the wood. I like having the wood in the middle. Don't think anything of that. That wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke for the internet to make fun of. Liking the wood in the middle. Oh, yes, do you? Yes, that's also fun. And yes, you look the type. Okay. That's that lined up there. Let's go ahead and grab them there and move them a little bit forward. So maximize our space a little bit here. Maximize our space. And now we've done that, we'll also go ahead and grab our metal pylons here. These are what we use to kind of hide the seams of the buildings. We do that so when we hide the seams of the buildings, it means that we don't actually get any objects glitching through. It's a really good way to do it. Keeps it very simple, but makes it look very tidy. As well as kind of keeping the aesthetic of it looking like something that's been put together very easily. Because if you think about it from a construction site, this would probably be a very easy way to build something, you know. Put up 4 support columns and then just weld a load of metal alongside it, you know. Very easy to go ahead and build that quickly and simply. It would take a lot of gas, granted, but it would work. Now that's something else that I think a lot of people haven't really taken into account with Diamond City and Fallout builds in general, is that the amount of corrugated metal in them basically means you would have to use tons and tons of welding gas. You know what I mean? Unless you just kind of bolt it together with screws or something, but for the most part, you want to weld metal, don't you? You want to weld it. I don't know, maybe with their future technology, like their laser cutters and their plasma rifles and stuff, maybe they've got some kind of special fusion-powered battery welder or something that's really efficient and is really good at saving power. Alright, so that's out there. How about we go ahead and find some more kind of long ones now. If we can get some long pieces of the metal, throw them onto the top part, then it should be neat and tidy. That's a fairly long one right there. If we can go ahead and drop that down there and kind of overlap it with the other ones. Pop that right there. And, yep, that's about good. Let's go ahead and scale it up a little bit. Scale it up just a tad, just like that. So it definitely kind of reaches the top. It needs to reach the top of this pylon here. That way we can go ahead and have that as kind of the first floor of the church. And now we can go ahead and just grab random bits. If you want to go ahead and make a place look random, just do what I did there. Just find the selection you want and just drag random bits in. Don't look at it and go, ooh, would that piece of metal be good? No, just drag it in. Drag it in and make it work. I guarantee that's what the people who built these places did. They just found bits of metal and thought, yeah, that'll do. That's strong enough. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to pop that right there. Pop that right there. Yeah, that's looking good. And if we can go ahead and get maybe... Do we want a different piece? No, we'll go for a metal bit as well, actually, because we've already used quite a bit of wooden parts in it, haven't we? Put that there. Rotate it there. It can be a bit difficult sometimes making your buildings this way, rather than using, like, actual kitted parts. But it makes it look unique if you go ahead and make it using individual pieces, you know? Especially if you want something that looks scrappy. Definitely go ahead and make it out of individual pieces. Much more effort. We probably could have done twice as many buildings by now, maybe even 3 times, if we were using non-unique pieces. But it looks so much better. It looks unique, you know? It really does look scrappy. And when we go ahead and kind of mess it up a bit later, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, just kind of add random chunks and random air vents and stuff like that to all the structures, then it will look really scrappy and really special, you know? Scrappy dappy doo. Put that, bring it back a little bit. Nope. Okay, sweet. Now, if we can go and get this one to the right height, doing the other sides won't be as bad because we'll have to put doors and stuff like that in there as well, but it should be good, should be good. I'm still currently chugging down the old Dr. Pepper right there. As you know, Dr. Pepper is, whilst not a sponsor of the stream, definitely should be, because we have it a lot, don't we? It's definitely our favourite one right there. What are people saying in the chat then? What are people saying in the chat? Okay, so Scotsman Game says, I'm blocking Kenny. Oh yeah, Kenny Lusher. If you're doing something which is getting annoying, oh yeah, you're spamming there. Please don't spam in the chat, please, Kenny. Please don't do that. We really don't want that. Okay, so, what else is there? There's Mr. Says I gotta go by. I thought you'd already left. Well, nice to see you again, buddy. Well, time to say goodbye properly this time. Okay. Yeah, I thought you'd left a few minutes ago. Oh well, is what it is. Glad you stayed a little bit longer. Good to know. That's a bent piece of metal. We don't want to use the bent pieces. The bent pieces are a real nightmare, especially later on. So let's see. We can go ahead and scroll this up right there. So even though, people, even though this is meant to be kind of a rejected part of the city, we're still going to give it a little bit of effort, you know what I mean? We're still going to try to make it look good. I want this to be really tall. As I said, I want this to be maybe 4 or 5 stories tall. Probably like up to there, maybe. Just so we can go ahead and make it look really big from the back, you know what I mean? Make it look like it's got all that junk in the back. I was going to say something else then, didn't she? Let's go ahead and finish this off here. Maybe we can get some more wooden pieces. Like, it can be boring, I know, doing the same thing, constructing the same walls. But I like to think that maybe you guys are maybe learning a little bit about the creation kit. Maybe you're just having chats amongst yourselves and enjoying yourself. And just generally having a good time, you know what I'm saying? So, what else are people saying then? Okay, Scotsman Game says, be right back, guys. Oh, must be going ahead to go grab some Dr. Pepper. That's what I'd do if I was watching a stream and I had to leave very suddenly. Go and get some Dr. Pepper. See you in a minute, buddy. What about this red one right here? Again, it's called red, but it's clearly not red. It's clearly green. But that's a red one right there. Well, it's rusty, isn't it? That is also a bent one. We don't want bent ones. Bent ones cause too much trouble. Like, I did have one idea, but I don't really know if it works. I had one idea to kind of make this place look like, I don't know if it's a Buddhist tower or just like a Japanese tower or something. But there are these special towers that have like a square base, and then they have like a central thing in the middle, you know, normally like a bell or something like that. Or like a gong or something. Just sort the microphone out. Let me just see if I can find like a random thing on Google. Kind of give the impression of what I thought of. Because it might actually be a bit nicer. It's almost what I'm thinking of. Almost kind of like this. This kind of vibe. Because with this kind of idea, we get like a nice size and an interesting shape. And it goes up in level. You know what I mean? Just gonna make it look a little bit different and a little bit flashy. Alice Joe Potter says those are shrines. Okay. But that's kind of an idea I thought of. To go ahead and make a unique and interesting looking place. And there are other kind of examples, as you can see. Kind of like, that is a nice one. Yeah, maybe the first floor can be an interior cell. But then the other ones kind of be exposed. But I think it would be much easier in general if we have it all on an interior cell. So we've got things like that. Like there's one that's been made out of Minecraft right there. Yeah, feudal Japanese tower. There's even like some more modern ones and stuff like that, you know. But I think that would be a really nice little look, you know. Matthew Furtick says, yeah, that'll look good. And someone is going ahead and has changed their username to Final Render Sun and is using my logo. Please don't do that, buddy. Please don't do that. Because I don't want people to see the logo and think it's me. You know what I'm saying? So please don't do that. Okay, so that's one idea I had, and I do like the idea. So the kind of bottom part is big and wide, and then it gets thinner as we go up. You know, just like Oh, just like the Michelin Man. Right, how's that doing? That's not working. Okay, we need to be snapping on. That's why we need to be snapping on. Yeah, that was kind of the vibe I was thinking of. And we do have bent pieces as well to also do like roofing parts. Or we could use fabric. That's another way to do it. Because I think that would be a really cool thing. I haven't seen anything else like that in Fallout 4. I think there's some stuff similar to that in Skyrim. But I haven't seen anything like it in Fallout 4. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Let's see, let's see. There we go. There's another piece right there. I think it'll be quite easy to do as well. But I do like the idea of having it mostly as an interior cell. But if we nail the shape of it, then I think that would be cool. Nail the shape of it. Because I don't want to have... Technically speaking, I've already got too much stuff on the exterior cell. You know, with the market stall and stuff. The market shops should be interior cells to save on performance. But I wanted to have some stuff that wasn't an interior cell, you know? Just to kind of make it a bit special. Okay, so that's those walls done there. And now for the other walls, now we've kind of done 2 walls. We can kind of mix and match pieces now. To make the rest of it. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Bring this piece along right there, rotate it. And then once it's in place, and kind of glitch it into the pole, as we need. There we go. Now we can just kind of like slide pieces along. Mix and match them. Make them look a bit different. That way it doesn't look like we've copied the same assets over. Even though that's totally what we've done. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it's a trick. I wouldn't say it's lazy. I wouldn't say it's cheating. I'd say it's just about being speedy. No, that's not right. I need to go ahead and rotate its axis right there. Rotate its axis right there. So yeah, people. HTC Vive. That's pretty freaking cool. But yeah, I've actually never done VR before. Never done VR before. I've always wanted to. But I always told myself if I was going to do it, I'd want to do the Vive. Because I think that's the more kind of complete Vive experience, because you could also do the walking around and stuff like that. Whereas the Oculus stuff, it's mostly for sitting down. It might be different now, because obviously now you've got the better hand controllers and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe it's different. I've heard it did get much, much better. And also, here's the thing, people. I believe in the Amazon Easter sales right now, the PlayStation VR is like $200 US. You know, for the headset only. So if you've got a PlayStation 4, you want VR and you've got $200 US lying around, that might be an idea, you know, in the Easter sales. I only saw it earlier briefly on Twitter, so I haven't actually checked if there's any strings attached or anything, but that would be a good deal. Not too interested in it myself. I've actually still got my Move controllers in the cupboard from PlayStation 3. Yeah, I got a PlayStation Move. it wasn't that great, you know. It wasn't that great. I had like one set of mini games and then that's all they used it. Yeah, it was going to be like Sony's answer to the Nintendo Wii. Was it ever? Was it ever anywhere near as good? Or even anywhere near as interesting as the Wii? They looked a bit ridiculous for a start. Let's face it, they looked a bit ridiculous. But, you know, for the most part, though, they did work. They were functional. You know, they did work well. I got to go ahead and bring those up a little bit. But there's just no real support for them. And I can't say I'm surprised. And, you know, it was kind of the same with Microsoft Kinect. I'm glad they binned off the Kinect, actually, Microsoft. Because even though some things were starting to get quite good with the Kinect, it was still always just a bit of a hassle, you know? Still always just a bit of a hassle, you know? Most of the games that had Kinect support that were really decent also could be played with controllers better. You know what I'm saying? I respect them for trying to beat the Wii, but didn't happen. Didn't happen. Next, you know, we'll probably see Sony coming out with, I don't know, types of cardboard accessories or something. Which I think is nonsense, by the way. The Nintendo Labo thing. I think that's just going to cause lots of broken stuff. That's just going to cause lots of broken switches. You know what I mean? It's going to cause lots of broken switches. Like, with the Nintendo Labo, the mech one actually shows the kid running around, jumping around with his Switch inside a cardboard headset. A cardboard headset. That kid's going to break that. and the parents are going to be really annoyed. They're going to break the Switch and they're going to be really annoyed. Interesting idea. And they're saying it's going to make kids really interested in crafting and stuff. It's not, because they're going to give it to the parents and say, "Here, Mum, do this." You know, that's what they're going to say. Or even worse, what's going to happen is that the kids are going to try to adapt it themselves if they get really into the whole cardboard thing. And again, end up breaking their Switches. So, I don't like the idea of the Nintendo Labo. I think it's very dangerous. If you're a grown-up, sure. But I think it's gonna break a lot. You know, if you're a kid. Okay. Whoa. Major slowdown. Whoa. Whoa. Major lag spike there. Let's save the mod right there. There was a huge lag spike right there. Okay, what are people saying then? Creepy Limo says, who was Final Render's son originally? I don't really know. I don't really know. And now you've changed your name to Final Fallout, saying, okay, thanks, be right back. Again, dude, the reason I don't want you guys to use the name change on my logo is because I don't want you using my name or logo. Because people have done that before and we've had a lot of trouble with it. So please don't use my logo and name on your username. We've had a lot of trouble with it before. I beg you, don't do that. You know what I mean? So please don't. Okay. So, that's just to explain why, basically. That's just to explain why. I don't know if it's working right now. Okay. So now we just got to do the front then. We just got to do the front. Again, you know, let's grab some stuff from... This is one of the apartments, actually, isn't it? One of the apartments. We'll have one interior apartment, we said, didn't we? We'll have one interior. And again, you know, we might have made that interior buildable. That way the player can kind of have an alternative to home plate. I like home plate. And it's weird, because here's the thing. People say, I don't want to spend the 2,000 caps on home plate. It's like, well, what else are you spending your caps on? I mean, most of the stuff in Fallout 4 you can get for free just by doing missions. You know, with the exception of maybe... Radaway. And possibly fusion cores? Or maybe really rare ammo, like 5.56, for example. But besides that, everything else, you can pretty much just find naturally playing the base game, you know? So I don't really know what you're saving your money for. I really don't know. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and crack my neck there. Get a little bit easier right there. Okay. So is this actually in line? Now think about it. Is this in line? No, it's not anywhere near in line. Not anywhere near in line with this bit of metal. We need it to all be in line. Not only for obvious structural reasons. So is it in line on that one? Oh, it's not perfectly... Okay, it's not perfectly straight. That's why. Okay. Better way to do this is probably to move the support beam, actually. Go ahead and get the support beams lined up properly. It was the actual building that wasn't lined up. It wasn't the wall wasn't level. It was the building itself. Okay, is that still good? Yeah, they still... Yeah, that still works. Okay, sweet, sweet. Alright, we'll go ahead and grab some more chunks now. We'll go ahead and grab some chunks that are over there. Why not? This is a copy and paste job, this is. Boom. And we'll move them to the back. And a bit that way. These ones are a bit bigger, actually. Must have done a lot of scaling up on these ones. Don't need that one. So now this one, go ahead and move it back there. And lower it down a bit there. There we go. They're both a bit... In fact, they're all a bit too tall, aren't they? They're all a bit too high up. Let's go ahead and lower all of them down. Lower all of them down. So we can go ahead and have it flush with the floor. There we go. And now we just need... We've got like a tiny little bit there, which has got a hole. Let's just go ahead and patch it up there. Right, here we go. This will be the last bit for the first floor. Last bit for the first floor. I'm trying to do this a bit quicker because obviously we spent a lot of time doing other stuff this stream. You know, we obviously have watched the surprise video and stuff. So there we go. That's that. Okay, what we also need to do, we need to go ahead and change these rails, don't we, to be one rails. Okay, so Cat 101. So Industrial Cat 1 rails. There's a special kind of rail system. I think it's this one. Yep, that's it. Okay, if I can also do the same for this one. Because obviously these railing systems are what build up our kind of city streets. That's something which is quite easy to forget, you know. These are actually quite wide, these. You can probably get like 3 people, maybe 4 people all walking in a row along these things. They are quite large. It's not like a city street which has cars, but kind of like a large sidewalk. Almost like a cycling path, you know, a bike lane. Pretty wide in that sense. So yeah, Control F, come on. It always takes a while for the Control F menu to pop up. This one, the search and replace menu. It's very easy. You can just go ahead and select the item, and then it will show you all the items in the game, or the ones that are similar to it. And if you know its name, then you can just go ahead and swap it over instantly. So it is Industrial Cat Rails 1, wasn't it? Cat One Way. I don't even remember its name. Okay. Industrial Cat Way Long Side 1. That wasn't even right, was it? That wasn't even right. Tell you what, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's just get the one that we know is correct. Get the one that we know is correct. And slide it across. It feels like a very long time ago since we started building these streets, doesn't it? Well, it was a long time ago. It's probably over 2 months ago, something like that. Okay, okay. So now that's done, we've kind of got the base of the building done. Let's see if we can go ahead and add our seams as well while we're here. Remember, the seams are simple bits of wood. Simple bits of wood that we go ahead and put along the top. Again, this is very similar to the metal bars. This is to kind of hide any kind of dirty edits, is what they're typically called in the industry. Dirty edits. You know, just sloppy bits of placement. Alright, so we got that there. They're all lined up. But we need to go ahead and move one back a bit to avoid that texture bug that we see on a regular basis. And do that. Well, maybe not on the Z. And do that. There we go. So now there's no texture bug that the player will be able to see there. Alright, maybe we should do it on the Z as well, just to be safe. Just to be safe. There you go. Now there's definitely going to be no texture bug. Because if you have two objects inside of each other, overlapping each other, then you get this kind of jittery effect with the textures. It's kind of flicking back and forth. And that's because it doesn't know which texture to render. I believe there is an example of it over here. Yeah, you see these metal parts here. I can go ahead and get a good look. See how they're flickering? That's because there's two objects on top of each other. And it doesn't know which texture to render. So it's trying to render both at the same time. And it looks wrong. So you need to go ahead and just do minor adjustments like that to fix it. Alright, so grab these ones. Bring them across like that. So this will be a really nice building, I think, this Church of Atom one. It'll certainly be the most unique building so far. Because, yeah, they're mostly square, but these ones at the back, I think, are quite unique. These buildings we've got at the back, you know, with the whole casino, bar, and now this church. I'm curious to know what the Church of Atom would think of. That's a good point, actually. The Church of Atom. What do we really know about them? I mean, we know they worship radiation stuff, but do they like believe in like an afterlife and stuff? Do they have a concept of sin and stuff? Do they have commandments, a rule book? You know, we don't really know much about them. We just know that it's kind of mostly about radiation. That's all we really know about it. Okay, so that's that there. That's looking pretty good. How about we go ahead and see if we can get some of those kind of tarp things. Are they just called tarps or something? Diamond red tarp. Okay, that is exactly it. BH market tarp. Doesn't even have a model. I believe if we get this. There we go. That's what I'm after. We've used these before in the build. And these are actually quite big. I'm thinking about using some more of these throughout the build, actually. Because they're really nice. They're really nice. Let's go ahead and scale them down a bit so they actually fit. And this is what's kind of give us that, you know, kind of Japanese shrine look that we were talking about earlier. Because I could go ahead and use, like, bent metal, maybe. But that'll be a bit of a hassle. There's only, like, even though they seem to keep popping up, there's only, like, 4 or 5 bits of bent metal that would be appropriate. And they would look too familiar. Owen F. says, what are you building now? We are building a Church of Atom. We are building a Church of Atom. And it's going to be pretty darn special. We're going to be building it kind of like an old kind of feudal Japanese tower. Some people say they're called shrines. And we are going to be building one of these. So it's got to have multiple levels going up. And it's going to look really, really sweet. So we got that there. We could probably go with the wider ones on the side, actually. This side is wider. There's multiple ones as well. What are the other variants? Oh, those ones are more horizontal and stuff. I thought they were all the same. What about number 3? What's number 3 like? Number 3 is a black singular one. Okay. What about this one? That's a red singular one. Okay. I do like the way it angles down. So I do think I'll stick with the first one. It's nice to know I've got a flat alternative, though. It's nice to know I've got a flat alternative. Because the flat one might be more appropriate in other places. How's that looking? Oh, yeah. That's nice. Nice. Is there going to be enough space to put one on the other side, or are we going to have to shrink it down? Let's see. For some reason, whenever I see these tarps, I always think of Gladiator. I always think of Gladiator. Do you remember the scene when they're fairly near the beginning? Well, I say near the beginning. Like an hour into the film, but near the beginning. When not Marcus Aurelius, but when Russell Crowe is in Africa, and they're walking through to enter the first Gladiator battle, and they've got like the red dripping liquid on them. It always reminds me of that scene. When we say the gods favour you, red is the god's colour. Always reminds me of that part in the film. Every time I see these tarps, I don't know why. There we go. That's cool. That's very cool. Can we go ahead and add a singular one on the side? To really round it off. Can we do that? Or does it look a little out of place? Not really. Not really. Okay, but we got the square ones like that. That's cool. Okay, it's an hour in. Let's go ahead and take a look in game. That's what we normally do when we reach an hour into the stream. We'll go take a look in game. I know we've only been building for like 40 minutes or so because we've had all the special stuff. We've hit the special goal. But let's go ahead and see what it looks like in game. This is when we kind of check it for errors and also just see what it looks like. You know, see if we like the idea. Okay, so let's do that then. Okay, Fallout New Vegas is number 1. Says, are you going to do a full build review when you're done with this one? Absolutely. We probably got maybe 36 hours worth of recorded footage for this build. Because we've been recording all of it. We've been recording all of it. So yeah, lots of stuff. I've nearly got, it's just under 1 terabyte. Just under 1 terabyte, I think. And where is it? Nexus. Okay. Laura Elcher says, I absolutely adore the movie Gladiator. Music was so cool. Oh, I know, the music was amazing. I actually own the official soundtrack to Gladiator. I actually own that one. There's not many official soundtracks to films I own, but that's one of them. That's one of them. Okie dokie. So now we're just loading this up now. Go ahead and pour another Dr. Pepper. Oh, by the way, I actually did go ahead and use the last of my Creation Club credit. I used the last of that to get the Great Dane thing. And I was kind of annoyed, actually, because I would have thought that if they made dogs, then they'd also be able to be a companion, kind of like dog meat. But no, it's just walks around your settlements and stuff like that. I mean, granted, I'm not annoyed or anything. Did I just say I was annoyed? I'm not really annoyed. But I would have thought that's a bit of a shame that it didn't have that feature as well. You know, I thought that would be really good. Later the Fallout says, I'd never seen it. You never seen Gladiator? Very good film. I think that was, Best Picture of the year 2000? It might be. It might be 2000. Okay, let me see. Yeah, quite long, quite long. The director's cut is like 3.5 hours, something like that. But well worth it. My peasant stick. Here we go. And of course, another really good reason to go ahead and watch Gladiator is, of course, it was the last film with Oliver Reed. So definitely worth watching for that reason. He actually died during filming. And they had to change the ending and stuff like that. And they've got a really good documentary on the Director's Cut DVD explaining how they did the CG version of him, how they had to quickly change the ending, about how it's a completely different film. Because unfortunately he died during shooting. And it would have been very different ending and stuff, that's for sure. Matthew Furtick says, are you going to be streaming for the amount you did yesterday? Well, yeah. I mean, because we started streaming at 7 PM, didn't we? We started streaming at 7 PM UK time, and we're going to carry on until 11, so we've got another hour left. Got another hour. Because we streamed for 4 hours yesterday, and we streamed for 4 hours today. Which, you know, I probably shouldn't do. You know, for the sake of my health. But we're doing it today. We're doing it today. Tomorrow, I'll probably go ahead and not stream. I'll probably edit the Escapist video tomorrow. That's something I can do. Laura Elshire says, sorry, Render. Wish you'd asked us about the dogs first. They're kind of like the junkyard dogs that we get. I mean, I don't regret it because it looks cool. I think it's cool. And, you know, my family used to have Great Danes, so I was pretty okay with downloading that mod. But, yeah, I just think it's a shame that they weren't also companions. I think that would have made it even better. I think that would have made it really good. You know what I mean? What else have we got? Red Cat Jack says, finally managed to catch a stream. Well, welcome, buddy. Glad you're here. Glad to hear. Good to hear from you, buddy. Good to hear from you. Zombie Killer says, how are you, Final Render? I'm not too bad. If you look there, we hit our donation goal, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at this then. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Yeah. I like it. I like it. And when we go ahead and make this taller, that's going to be real cool. We'll just kind of mimic the same look. You know, of having the kind of red flags. But that looks real cool. What do you think of that, guys? What does it look like when we go under? Yep, we've got plenty of height as well. Yeah! That looks really nice. That looks really nice indeed. I like it. What if we, look at it from this side? Uh-oh. Okay, okay. We've seen it. It looks good. It looks good. I didn't see any obvious... No, we should probably check it for errors, I suppose. Check if there's nothing actually wrong with it. Okay. Michelle Flamingo says, anyone, I can't find a link to the Discord. Is it in the description? Yes, it is in the description. Or at least it should be. Let me just go ahead and double check that the Discord link is in there. Go ahead and double check this description here. Yes, it is there. Yes, it is there. So yeah, you should be able to find it in the description, unless something's gone very wrong. And of course, you can go ahead and join the Discord group if you want. And of course, we've got a couple of people here who are obviously in the Discord. Late to the Fallout right now, I believe, is one of our moderators. Hello, Late to the Fallout. So that's awesome. Okay, who says, yuck, I have to walk in the rain to go get a little Fallout today. Oh, that's horrible. I mean the rain, not little Fallout. We love little Fallout. But, just take an umbrella, I guess. Take a big umbrella. Take an umbrella as big as that flag right there. That's what you need to do. Go ahead and grab that. Okay, so any obvious errors? So right now, you know, I'm like checking for holes in the walls and stuff like that. Checking for holes in the wall, any glitch in textures. Seaming errors. Seems okay, actually. Seems okay. Sweet, sweet. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so now that's done. Oh, also, let's go ahead and, no, we can't go in that way, can we? What I need to do, I need to, where is it? This side. TCL. I need to go in and check that door. Because I noticed that some of you guys, I think it was it Laura Elstrud and Joe Potter, mentioned that there was no door here. And I didn't see the message during the stream, so they sent it to me on Twitter to let me know. But here is the door now, which will lead into the bar. Again, you know, we need to bring it forward so it doesn't glitch into the wall like that. Matthew Furtick says, did you play Fortnite yet, or is that another time? That's another time, buddy. We streamed The Escapist today, which is kind of a fun crafting prison escape game. And we never played it before on my channel, and everyone who watched the live stream really enjoyed it. So, I definitely think I'll edit that, and I definitely think I'll stream it again. I love playing it as well. It was really fun to play. Really fun to play. I'm not very good at it. Turns out I'm not a very good criminal, but hey, it's what it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and work on another level then. Let's go ahead and work on another level. Now, unfortunately, you got to open and close the creation kit every time you want to go check something in-game. And that's simply because if you have the creation kit open, it doesn't want to load the save file because it gets a little bit confused saying you're trying to edit the location you're in and stuff like that, you know. It's kind of like trying to move a file if you've already got it open. Say you've got a Word document open, you're trying to move it somewhere else on the computer. It doesn't let you. Same kind of idea. Okay, okay. So people. So, seeing as we've been streaming for an hour, how about we go ahead and get another share spike going. Let's get the share spike going so we can get as many people watching for the final hour of the stream. I'm going to be doing it myself. If you don't know what the share spike is, if you're new, the share spike is, if you're watching the stream, you got to share it. It's that simple. I'm going to be doing it myself. And while that's going, we'll also go ahead and get the Patreon people scrolling across as well. The Patreon people are very different to the regular donators. The Patreon directly supports the actual finance of the stream itself, i.e. paying for the internet and paying for the editing software. So that's what that goes towards. And I'm going to be going ahead and take part in the share spike as well. You should have some handy little buttons beneath the video which can link automatically to your favorite social media such as Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, Bebo. There's a bunch of random ones associated with Google that I've never heard of. You know, there's things like Stumble Upon. Never heard of that one, but Google can link to it. Okay, so we are building a kind of Japanese tower for the Church of Atom. Come check it out. Plus, we hit our HTC Vive donation goal. And then go ahead and do the spell check on Japanese and tweet. That is my part of the share spike done. You guys got to go ahead and do the same now. You got to go ahead and do the same yourself. If you're watching, you got to go ahead and share it. That's the rules. And of course, while we go ahead and let this open, of course, we also have the fantastic Twitter open. We have the Twitter open so that we can get as many people going and sending in their selfies of them enjoying the live stream. So we get to see your face, we get to know what you like, and we get to enjoy the live stream. But what have we got here? We don't actually have any new ones really, apart from ones I've already checked. But let's go ahead and show. Oh no, we do have some new ones actually. Let's go ahead and pop it up right here. Boom. Okay, what have we got here? We have got Alice Joe Potter says, thinking of food and watching the wonderful render. Well, it's a good job you're not watching food and thinking of the render, because you could be watching the render. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much for doing that. Adam Hines is now following. Thanks very much, Adam Hines, who is also taking part in the retweet of the share spike. Fantastic, buddy. That's what we need. People going ahead and retweeting the share spike and stuff. We've got Laura Elstrad here saying, come see the fantastic, tall, but discreet Church of Atom in our Upper Diamond City. See, that's what we need. It's enthusiastic and straight to the point. Thank you very much. And here we got FireZ Crafter saying, alert, we got spammed. Okay, that's cool. We already asked him to stop. Don't put it on Twitter saying that we're getting spammed by someone, okay? You know, just let it stay in the chat, you know? Because it makes for chat look bad if you're putting that in public, you know what I'm saying? So let's not do that in future. And also, FireZ Crafter says, come join this handsome stallion as he builds a Church of Atom in the creation kit inside Diamond City. Come and spread the bananas. Well, I've never heard that before. That's a new one. But I'm not complaining. I like bananas. They taste good. Lots of potassium. Okay, we've got Katie Moen right here going ahead and retweeting the latest share spike, which is fantastic. Thanks very much for doing that. And we've also got FireZ Crafter going ahead and liking the share spike. Thanks very much, guys. All that stuff really goes towards helping the live stream. Because if you've got a friend, who goes ahead and sees that, and they start watching it, and then the next share spike, they start watching it. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, we've got a few people in here. We've got a few more people in here. We might double everything. Boom. There we go. Alrighty. So, let's see what's up. Larry Durrell says, bye, I gotta go. I thought you had to go quite a while ago. Okay. Everyone say goodbye to Larry Durrell, everyone. Everyone say goodbye to Larry Durrell. Hope you have a good time doing whatever it is you need to do. Okay. What else have we got? Let's go ahead and read. Laura Elsher says, too late to the fallout. It's an adventure for me because I have 2 kiddos and when it rains, I don't drive. Thankfully, I'm only 2.5 blocks away. Oh, is it still raining? Oh dear. I was hoping the rain would go away. Who also, and late to the fallout says, me too, Laura. I'm just around the corner from the school. At least you're around from the corner. You know, grab a couple umbrellas, go grab the young ones, and then come back and watch some final render. You know what I mean? If we're still here, we got 50 minutes left of the stream. Scratch me leg there, really itchy leg. You know, my socks are a little too high right now. You know, it's probably not so much a problem for women, but for men, when your socks are too high, it starts to kind of pull at your leg hair a little bit. You know, a little bit irritating. I need like some of those sock suspenders, like Arnold Rimmer. Arnold Rimmer right there. What was it like? Binkle, square me, flap, 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 or something like that. I don't know. Arnold Rimmer. Alright, so just going ahead and rejoin in here. Fallout FireZ says, just about to join the Discord. That's awesome, buddy. Again, you know, you can go ahead and join the Final Render Discord in the description of the video. You should be able to find the Discord link in there. So you can go ahead and talk to me and some of the other people and stuff like that. And start to have some fun inside the render community. Also, if there's an edited video, I normally give you guys an early preview in the Discord. You know, give it like an extra day or a few hours early preview of that video. And of course, you get special notifications. Sorry about when we go live and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Still loading up here. It takes a long time to load the creation kit sometimes. It really does. Because obviously it's loading every single asset in Fallout 4 at once. So it can take a long time to go ahead and load it all up. But once it's in pretty good. For the most part. It's very risky software. There we go. Just realised I didn't have a box up there. Well, since this has taken so long, how about I go ahead and look back at the Twitter then? Remember, you can send in your selfies and messages of you guys enjoying the live stream to final_render. Repeat, that is final_render on Twitter. There should also be a link to that in the description. Laura Elshard says, final hour left in the stream. Building a Church of Atom church. Come check it out. Thank you very much for going ahead and doing that. That is fantastic. That's weird. Why is the thumbnail showing the other thing? That's very weird. It's showing the correct video, but it's showing the wrong thumbnail. That's very unusual, but it is what it is. And we've also got X-Hollow right here saying, watch the amazing final render with a picture of me on the fantastic laptop. Thanks very much for doing that, Hollow. Very kind of you. Why do I always look derpy whenever people send in the pictures of me talking midstream? Always looks derpy. And Matthew Furtig says, our Diamond says, come join the live stream now. Going ahead and retweeting the message which said, our Diamond City extension is nearly 300 feet tall. And it probably is. It probably is. Okay. So now it's loaded the cell now. Or it's loaded the game anyway. Now we've got to go ahead and open the cell. Just a few more to look at now. We've got X-Hollow right there going ahead and retweeting and liking the share spike. Thanks very much for that, X-Hollow. And we've also got Oscar Kiltbow here says, join final render while he is building a Church of Atom section. Yes, indeed, radiation is God. Thank you very much for going ahead and taking part on the share spike, buddy. It's all good to go ahead and get new people in the stream this way. And it's good fun. It's good fun as well. And that's ultimately what's important. It's not about the numbers. It's not about how quickly you grow. It's about the fun. Because I do sometimes get people saying, final render, in your first year, you went from like 0 to 25,000 subs, and in year 2, you only gained like 10,000. What's going on? It's like, guys, it's alright. You know what I mean? Obviously, I would like more growth. I would like faster growth. But it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Remember, I peaked on Fallout content very early. Very early. Okay, so now that that's there, let's go ahead and turn off that layer, activate the final render layer. Oh, you guys can't see. Need to go ahead and sort these layers out. Final render layer. There we go. Boom. Over 2,000 objects have been put into this mod so far. In fact, I'm willing to say there's more than that, actually, because I've got a pretty darn certain feeling that a lot of these objects, I didn't have the final render layer active. Yeah, see all those objects floating in the air, those are objects which I placed without having the final render layer active. So I'll have to move those at some point. It's not too many, I suppose. But I'll have to do that at one point just to keep everything neat and tidy, you know? Keep everything in one layer so it works. So it's a bit easy to go ahead and fix errors mostly. But also I'm sure there's some really nice things that having everything on one layer will help with if it's all optimized and stuff. Okay. So now, I need like kind of quite a small square bit of corrugated metal, don't I? Quite a small one. Quite a small one. But let's also go ahead and start recording. Let's go to the DC kit metal. DC kit. DC kit metal bars. What are those ones? Oh, those ones. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean now. So let's find a square one. I want it to be pretty square so we can go ahead and get it fairly even throughout. And I know some people who are familiar with the creature kit may say, final render, you handsome Titanic Superman, you. Why aren't you using the preview window to go ahead and look at the objects rather than just double clicking all the objects? It's because there's something bugged with my creation kit and the preview window doesn't work. It's very, very annoying. Because with the preview window, I can just look at all the objects much, much easier, as you would expect. I'll forget it. I'll just grab a square piece already and shrink it down. Not that piece. Oh, that piece? No, that piece is difficult if I remember. We will go for one of these ones here. Grab that one right there. But yeah, it's kind of glitched so that it doesn't actually... I can't resize the preview window, and it's stuck on a size that's too small. But since I can't resize it, then it means I can't see the actual preview window of the preview window. You know? So, big problems there. Okay. So now, let's put that there and shrink this down. And the reason we're shrinking this down is because we only want a little bit of movement available with it. Just like that. Just like that. So now if we go ahead and slide it into the corner. Maybe a bit smaller as well, actually, now I think about it. If I want lots of layers to this. Going to make this smaller. And then this will act as our next little bit of layering. And we'll go ahead and duplicate this as we go. I'm not too fussed if this all looks the same, because in all honesty, the player probably won't be able to see much of this upper section. Because they could probably see it if they go into the balcony, but that's about it. Everywhere else, it's too high up, you know, you won't be able to get to it. Let's also go ahead and work with the snap pin, make it a bit easier on ourselves here. I don't always use a snap pin, because with this one, it's been very much about making it look scrappy. So as long as there's no holes, it doesn't really matter. But having things as snappable objects does make things easier. Not only that, of course, but if it's snappable, then it means that it's much easier to go ahead and just make it all connect. Never mind making things look a bit, shall we say, wonky. Alright, go ahead and put that there. Turn on the snapping. And duplicate the object. There we go. See how they just kind of snap to each other? Just like that. Makes it much easier to go ahead and quickly and easily do things. And that one isn't lined up properly. Ah, they don't even snap properly. They don't even snap properly. Okay, we'll have to go ahead and do it manually after all. I suppose working with like corrugated metal and stuff like this, they really don't work. No, this is... Don't be lazy, Render. Don't be lazy. It looks very repetitive. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Let's do this properly. Once we got like 3 or 4 sections done, then we can go ahead and copy and paste them, you know? It looks far too similar. Okay, so it also doesn't really matter if it's a perfect size to this one. What am I doing? That, there we go. You sometimes need to go ahead and adjust your axis in order to go ahead and make them give you the axis you want. You know, kind of rotate the center point on its axis. It'll make sense in practice. Right, so we got that one there, and probably I'll grab that black one right there. Grab that black part right there, go ahead and rotate it over. Oh yeah, has anyone seen Ready Player One? By the way, that's out today, isn't it? Or yesterday, something like that. Looks pretty good. Tracers in it. I'm just hoping that movie isn't just a collection of video game and pop culture Easter eggs. I would like there to actually be a pretty good story there as well, you know? Because that's something which I don't like, the look of the new Wreck-It Ralph thing. So it just looks like a load of pop culture references rather than quite clever and witty humor, which the first one was. But I don't know. Obviously, you've got to see the movie to decide that. But I remember seeing the trailer for Wreck-It Ralph 2 and not really laughing, you know. I didn't really laugh at that one, but the first Wreck-It Ralph movie was fantastic. Again, you know, that might just be because I love video games and stuff, but it is what it is. And also, here's the thing. Something which I quite like the look of with Ready Player One is that it's got video game stuff, but it's lots of modern video game stuff as well. A lot of the time when there's a movie that mentions video games, it's always Pac-Man or, you know, classic Super Mario, Metroid Prime, you know. It's never like modern ones like Halo and Overwatch and Metal Gear, you know. There was a couple like modern video game tropes in Wreck-It Ralph, which was nice. But you know what I mean? Last time there was I'm trying to think, are there any movies about video games that just utterly bombed? Utterly, utterly bombed. Pixels was one, with Adam Sandler. No one cared about that. Alright, what else are people saying then? Okay, Laura Elcher says, my friend and her grown son went to see Ready Player One, I think. Or they are going to. Son works at the movie theatre. Oh, cool, might get some free popcorn. Ryan Morton says they just joined the Discord render. That's awesome, thanks very much. Go ahead and say hello to everyone in there. What else are people saying? What else are people saying? It looks like people are just basically going ahead and spamming R's and F. Guys, don't just spam the chat with random letters and stuff like that. Actually put decent conversation in there, you know what I'm saying? Please don't spam it, because otherwise people who want to give an actual question in can't necessarily get it in. Get it in. Alright. How about we go ahead and move this one to the side. And this should be the last piece we need. And then we can start building a wall so I can show you guys the kind of vibe I'm going for. Because I think it'll work out quite nicely. Gonna line that up there. Oh man, we need another one, don't we? Need another one. Let's just use the same one. Rotate it around. Just like that. That's not cheating. That's perfectly normal. I get that one. Move it along. It's still technically different objects overlapping. Are they overlapping? No, they're not. Okay, so now, I'm going to grab a wall. Let's see. Again, you know, let's go ahead and use one of the walls we've already got. One like right down here. Grab part of the wall from the apartment. Because it's already done. You know, it's already done. Duplicate it. And bring it across to our little temple area here. Or church. It is called a church of Atom, right? It's not called like a temple or a shrine of Atom or anything. It is a church, right? Or is the church just the name of the collective of people? I honestly don't know what they refer to themselves as. I mean, there is a lot of stuff to do with them in Far Harbor. But again, you know, I only went to the people in Far Harbor like the bare essentialness that you need to. After that, I just left. You know, I never really went back until I had to go back again, you know? Because as I've said before, I don't like Far Harbor's location. The story's cool. But the actual place is just, like, ugh, icky. Alright, so let's do this then. Just like that, and like that. Yeah, this is cool. We'll go ahead and grab one of these again. And line it up here. Another seam. Do you see what I'm doing, people? Do you see what I'm doing? Building like layers to the column. I don't know how that means layers. Layers to the column. You know, layers like an onion. Or cakes. Cakes have layers. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. That's another film that we talked about yesterday on stream, wasn't it? Shrek. Why did Shrek come up yesterday? Oh yeah, we were talking about 2001 and how things weren't that great. Laura Elsher says in the chat they were spelling furries, lol. Okay, okay. Please don't though, because if someone actually wants to get an interesting question in, I might not see it otherwise, you know? I might not see it otherwise. If you want to say furries, just say it. Don't spam the chat with different letters though, you know? But I'm amazed the bot didn't catch you for doing something like that. Okay, what about this one right here? So do you see the vibe I'm going for, people? Do you see it? I think it's gonna be pretty darn tidy when it's done. Tidy. It's gonna be tidy like me. Right, adjust this rotation, bring it back this way. Try to make it line up with there so it kind of glitches into it. That's what it's for. And lower it down. It really doesn't matter if it glitches into the floor because we'll obviously add more chunks of floor. In fact, we can probably do that now. This one right here. Give it a rotate. How's that looking? Go ahead and make it glitch into the wood. Glitch into the wooden part. Is that okay? Yep, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. Okay, so Mature Flamingo says, I love it when Render doesn't understand that we're talking about furries. It's more so that I don't really need to understand. I just don't want you to spam the chat. That's what I'm concerned about. Talk about whatever you want as long as it's not dangerous or offensive to people. Just don't spam it, you know what I mean? Here we go. And how wide do I want this thing? Best way to do it is probably grab the same corner piece we're going to use and drag it into the other corner so I know kind of how wide these walls need to be. Oh, that kind of length roughly. Alright, that's cool. I can work with that kind of length. Go ahead and grab this section here. And push it back that way. Oh, sorry. Burping a little bit there. Just like that. Grab a new one. There we go. Cool, cool. Okay. And I'm also going to go ahead and grab one of those tarps again. I wrote trap, didn't I? Tarp. Tarpaulin. There we go. Oh, we use the same red one. I have to shrink it down a bit, of course, obviously, because these are... There are single ones, but I don't really want to use the single ones right now. I want to keep the double ones for now, and then use the single ones as we go maybe an extra 2 stories higher. That way we can get as much variety with the flags as possible, while still maintaining the same look. And these tarps do have physics as well. They do blow in the wind and stuff, so that's a nice little thing as well. If there's a rad storm or something, they will blow like crazy. Same as these, same as for suspension cables and stuff. They all have physics too. So they will move with the bad weather. Got that there. Lower it down. Cool, cool. We'll go ahead and grab our wooden panels as well. I want to see one side of this construction done. I want to see one side of it done, just to see what it looks like. And it won't let me grab one of the braces. Let me grab one of the braces. The problem with objects that have physics is that they technically occupy a bigger space than the eye lets you know. You know, the computer kind of sees it taking up more space, so it's very hard to click on some things that are closer to it. I'm going to put that there and move that up. There we go. And probably don't need 3 for this one. I can probably get away with just 2 of these. Yep, 2 is just fine. Go ahead and move that back. Don't worry, love. Cavalry's here. Move that back a bit. It's time for some mayhem. There we go. Not bad. So yeah, that's kind of look we're going for. It's the tower's just kind of going up and up and up, you know? Really nice idea, I think. Really nice idea. What else are people saying then? What else are the people saying in the chat? Okay, Lord Eldridge says, if I was green, I would look like Shrek. Oh, do you have the ears as well? Very unusual. Ninja Galsworthy says, hi, bye. Oh, hello. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in. Okay. So now that that's done, how about we go... Oh, what's that there? Jackson Fridge has donated $2 via Super Chat, who says, hi, Render. I've liked your content for a while now. Everyone in the chat, Jackson, Jackson, Jackson. Everyone go ahead and chant Jackson's Fridge in the chat for go ahead and donating $2 via the Super Chat. That is fantastic, buddy. And also sponsors, go ahead and, of course, use your fantastic donate emoji right there. Everyone go ahead and chant Jackson Fridge in the chat for go ahead and donating $2 via Super Chat. That is very kind of you, buddy. Thanks very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Really am glad about that. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Hopefully we can go ahead and do some more for you to enjoy in the future. So I've got that there. That's probably about a good length there, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably a good length right there. So let's see. Crack me neck right there. Neck's really sore recently. I don't know. Maybe I need to fluff me pillows or something like that. But my neck's getting really sore. Not been sleeping well. Don't know why. Okay. So we got that there. Try to go ahead and maximize the space with these if possible. No, that's covering it perfectly. Oh, forget it. Let's just go ahead and do it properly. Go ahead and do it properly. I keep looking to cut corners and stuff with this. Let's just do it properly. Remember, shortcuts are long gains. Throw that up there. And now we've got that there, we can just go ahead and grab the random bits of DC kit metal, which is all the metal and all the wood, everything like that that is unique to Diamond City. So you should only see these bits of metal in Diamond City. At least assuming the developers only use them in Diamond City. You might see them in other mods, of course. And if the developers just really needed something that was only in Diamond City, then of course they could use it if they wanted to. But for the most part, this is stuff that is designed with the look of Diamond City in mind. So making all of our buildings out of these materials, whether it's metal or wood, means it should always look like Diamond City. And it does. Indeed, it does indeed. Diddly diddly dee. Diddly dee. That's not lined up, is it? We've got a little hole there. Fantastic. What if I maybe lower that section there? There we go. Makes it a bit easier, that does. And again, grab a random bit, drop it in. Grab a random bit and drop it in. It's called the Random Junk Song. Grab a little bit and drop it in. Grab a little bit and drop it in. Guts. That didn't sound anything like the Guts theme. What am I talking about? Good old Nickelodeon. Go ahead and pop that up right there. Something I've noticed, interestingly. There's been a huge resurgence on the internet of SpongeBob-themed horror games. I don't know why that is. You know, because we were talking about SCP Containment Breach yesterday, which we were going to play today, but then I obviously got the Escapist while it was like £1. And I'm very glad we streamed that, because that game was absolutely awesome. But when thinking about SCP Containment Breach, I discovered there's loads of like SpongeBob-themed horror games. Very, very bizarre. I guess just as any kind of thing that is kind of steeped in kind of subculture. Anything that's kind of... How can I say it without sounding like a complete idiot because I'm stumbling on my words? Anything which is kind of deeply ingrained within culture, such as SpongeBob SquarePants and stuff like that, or music bands and stuff, they're always going to have strange kind of subsections of entertainment, including horror-themed SpongeBob games. It's normally things like, what is it? It's normally kind of things that are rip-offs of like Slender Man, or like Five Nights at Freddy's rip-off kind of things, except everything is SpongeBob SquarePants. It's very unusual, very unusual. And since the show isn't going on anymore, and none of these games actually make money, then it's okay. It's just very odd. There's a lot of Simpsons ones as well, now I think about it. Then again, Simpsons I kind of understand, that's even more pop culture-y than SpongeBob is. I'm amazed Simpsons is still going. That show's going to keep going until somebody in the cast dies. Either the creator, like, what's the name? Matt Groening? Or a key member of the cast dies. I think it's just going to keep going for that long, you know? Because a key member of the cast is actually like 8 or 9 characters. You know, that all the actors, they kind of voice like 10 or 11 characters each. So if one of them dies, then that's a lot of characters that need to be recast. I remember I saw an interview with all the cast of The Simpsons during the, it was during one of the, Inside the Actors Guild videos, wasn't it? And they just had every single character from The Simpsons on stage at once. But it was like 9 guys, 9 people. Pretty cool, pretty cool. There was only like 1 or 2 which only voiced 1 character. I think that was the one who voiced Lisa. I think she only voiced Lisa. Everyone else had multiple characters. Okay, what else are people saying? What else are people saying then? Jackson's Fridge says, I wish my computer was decent at least, so I could try the creation kit. It is very slow software. It is very slow software. It is. To make the creation kit work well, it's mostly RAM and CPU. And even if you've got decent ones, like I have, it's still very slow. You know, it's a very slow bit of software. It's loading everything from Fallout 4 at once. So you can expect it's pretty slow. But it is what it is. I remember I saw a big increase with this when I increased my RAM speed to 3000 megahertz. Sorry about that. Very sorry about that. I always complain about people doing that, so I apologize. Yeah, so faster RAM really helps with the creation kit, as well as mostly CPU. Because yes, there's graphics and stuff, but for the most part, it's working with a very low resolution version of all the Fallout graphics anyway. So having a bigger graphics card isn't necessarily going to help too much with the creation kit. Don't get me wrong, it will help, but not as much as, say, a faster processor would. Okay, go ahead and drag this up to the top right there. It's going to be a bit too wide, isn't it? It's going to be a bit too wide, this one. We don't want our wall to be too wide. I love this bit of music. Hot Swing, it is called. Hot Swing. And all of my music, people ask about it sometimes. All the music that I use in the videos and on the streams, it all comes from the royalty-free music section of YouTube. YouTube has a huge library of royalty-free sounds that you can use. So, you know it's definitely safe. If you're putting it on YouTube, that is. Doesn't necessarily mean it's royalty-free everywhere, but on YouTube it is. What else are people saying? What else are people saying? Okay. Fallout 5 says, before I go, do what you do every day. As I said, I've got 1 year till I leave my parents. What's it like being by yourself? Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. It's overrated. Let me put it that way. Okay, go ahead and grab some more bits right here. Need to go in and finish off the floor so I can get a proper, oh dear, get a proper look at the part I'm working on. But it's getting really hard to go ahead and select the floor panels because these flags are much bigger in the eye of the creation kit than the eye of the human being. If I turn the markers on, you'll see what I mean, but line these up first. I believe this bit of music is called JJ as well. Again, from the same place. I tend to use this in our Subnautica. Oh man, we can do Subnautica in VR. That's gonna be amazing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's looking good. But yeah, if I turn on the markers and then select the object, as you can see, look, all this kind of green extra stuff, that's all stuff that the creation kit sees, but I don't see. So that's what it's clicking on, rather than clicking on the actual object I want to click on. You know what I mean? How about we go ahead and make a different corner here? Let's go ahead and grab one of these wood bits and flip it down. Throw your hand down, flip it and reverse it. I should really send a telegram to Missy Elliott and ask her for the right to use that song. I mean, okay, she'd probably say no. It's probably not even her decision, frankly. But, she would say, you know, Final, I love the streams. Yeah, this is Missy Elliott talking, not me. Saying, you know, Final, I love the streams. You're really funny. But ultimately, it's down to the record label. And I'd be like, oh, Missy, please let me use the song. She'd be like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. I'll be like, oh, God darn it. And then I get really upset. Really upset. And then Missy Elliott would give me a hug to say it's okay. And then my life would be complete. My life with Missy Elliott. What am I talking about? We're ringing the cringe alarm for the entire Missy Elliott speech. That was cringe in a bucket, that was. That was a cringe sandwich. Okay, Nick Matthews says, my internet cut out. Did I miss much? Oh, thank heavens, your internet cut out. I just randomly went on a random tangent about Missy Elliott for like the last 2 minutes. I'm very glad you missed that part. Very glad you missed that part. Right, how about that one bit right there? That's a nice long bit, which normally looks pretty good. How about go ahead and put that there? But yeah, so VR games that I currently own. Not if I downloaded a load of free ones from Steam, but there's things like Subnautica we've obviously played a lot of that on this channel. Elite Dangerous, I've only done one video, but I definitely plan on doing more now we got that VR. There is obviously Fallout 4. I don't actually own Fallout 4 VR, obviously. And I think you can still get it free with the Vive. Maybe not. I might have to buy Fallout 4 for a third time, but that is what it is. But yeah, I do own quite a few games on VR, so it's gonna be good. I hope it's okay to set up. I've watched lots of setup videos, and it doesn't look too hard, but it might take some time. You know, it might take a day. Okay, turn that one off. Here we go. And we discussed it before on the channel, but there is a special room in hell for people who copy and paste everything rather than doing Control-D to say duplicate. Very special room in hell for those people. Control-D is much more efficient, in my honest opinion. It's quicker, you know? It's only 2 button presses, whereas Control-C, then Control-V, it's 4 presses, you know? Arguably 3. So, efficiency, efficiency. Less buttons pressing. Spit spot. There we go. How's that looking? Yep, that's alright. That's that gap a little bit filled there. We just got a little bit of a gap to fill right up there. And then this wall is also done. It's like the very first one of the list is pretty good for thin parts, isn't it? The very first one. It wasn't the one I'm thinking of, but it'll do. It'll do, Gromit. Dave! It'll do, right, won't it? Dave says yes. It'll do just fine. Dave doesn't talk too much these days. Doesn't talk too much these days, but when he does, it's normally to say something very rude about the Spice Girls or something. Okay, Michelle Flamingo says, Render, I advise a joystick for Elite Dangerous. I've thought about it. I've honestly thought about it. But at the same time, I've also got the Xbox 360 gamepad, and that's how I've been playing Elite Dangerous. You know, I've got every control mapped to the joypad. Obviously, for total immersion, you know, a proper HOTAS system is what you want. You know, go ahead and have the joystick on the seat and the throttle in the same seat, exactly the same way it is in Elite Dangerous. So when you got it in VR, it literally looks like you are properly controlling it. But, not right now. You know, not right now. Not only that, but that's an extra level of nerdy I'm not prepared to go to just this second. Just this second. And not only that, but the thing about a HOTAS is that Elite Dangerous is the only game I would use it for. I don't think I own any other game that can use it. I suppose technically you could have it always set up for, like, Battlefield 3 or something like that. Or any of the others, for that matter. Yeah, you could just always have it on the side, so if you jump into a vehicle, quickly go ahead and grab your HOTAS. I do remember when Bad Company 2 was very popular. I would always play the game on PC using my keyboard and mouse, but every time I jumped in a helicopter, I would grab my peasant stick, my 360 controller. The same controller, actually. I've still got it. Still works after, like, well, since that game came out. Because controlling the helicopters was much, much easier with a joypad than it was with a keyboard and mouse. Controlling air vehicles in games with a keyboard and mouse is a nightmare. It really, really is. Joysticks, fine. Gamepads, fine. Keyboard and mouse, need a little bit of work. Keyboard and mouse is the best at shooting, not the best at flying vehicles. Okay, how about grab some more of these floor sections. Rotate it around. Bring it to there. Push it there. Push it real good. What else are people saying then? Let's go and see what people are. People are joining each other's discords and stuff. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, what else are people there? Jackson Fridge says, lol, renders tangents. I know, like a random Missy Elliott tangent right there. How many people in the chat who are young know who Missy Elliott is? I mean, she wasn't that long ago. But I bet if there are some people who are like, say, maybe under 15, might not know who Missy Elliott is. I don't know. But anyways, how about we go ahead and very quickly check the Twitter, because we've only got like 10 minutes left. So let's go ahead and check the Twitter right now. Remember, if you want to go and send in your selfies of you guys enjoying the live stream, you can go to final_render on Twitter. That is final_render. And we can go ahead and share your selfies and your messages of you guys enjoying the live stream. So, I'm going to take a look here. We can only accept photos, I'm afraid. We can't check video because we can't check it for copyrighted material and stuff. But let's go here. Oakham Fitzgerald says, Final Render, I won against a bush camber in good old Fortnite. Well done, buddy. I still haven't got my solo victory yet. I remember I was watching Lone Vote Wanderer play earlier on his stream. And, you know, he was very similar to me just a few weeks ago. You know, too slow to build, a little off on the aim and stuff. But in just a few weeks, I've got much better. And I imagine I'll be really good in a few weeks, and he will also be really good in a few weeks. So, it looking like new players always seem to make the same mistakes, which is kind of cool. And Kimberly Arbogast has retweeted the share spike right there, saying we are building a kind of Japanese tower for a Church of Atom. Thanks very much for that, Kimberly. That is absolutely fantastic. Thanks very much, Kimberly. Always good to go ahead and see people going ahead and enjoying the fantastic share spikes. Okay. I do want to get this final wall done, though, before we go ahead and end this stream, because I want to also go ahead and take a look at this in-game again, just so we can kind of see what the height is like, you know? Alright, so let's bring it this way. Right, there we go. Line that up there. So now, this might not be in line with the other one. If not, we'll have to go ahead and adjust it. But let's get it in line with this one for now. And then we can adjust the other support beam later, should we need to. Again, you know, it's just to kind of hide the seams, hide the errors, stuff like that. It doesn't matter if it's not completely square, as long as the wall is straight. I don't mind. You know, the building itself can be a bit crooked if it has to be. But as long as the walls themselves are all a bit straight, then that's fine with me. That's fine with Render. Let's go in and grab some sections from down here. And bring them up just like that. And line it up that way. Oh yeah, it's not connected at all, is it? Look at that. Look at that. Let's go ahead and move this support beam where it needs to be, in line with the other one. Just like that. Bring it forward a little bit. There we go. And now we can go ahead and grab these sections that we have here and move them all across just like that. Same for that wood one there, actually. Move them in there so it intersects. Maybe go ahead and put that one just a little bit back or forward. Doesn't really matter which way. How's for height as well? Oh, how's for height? Needs to be a little bit taller. Let's go ahead and grab maybe like that section right there. You see, once you've done one wall or a couple walls, in this case we've done many walls because of this huge city we've been building, you get quicker at building them because you can just kind of grab almost kind of pre-assembled parts of walls together. Makes it much, much easier. I've just noticed something, actually. Is it my imagination? Or, oh no, it's not my imagination. There is a tiny little gap in there. Tiny, tinsy, tiny, weeny, beanie. Itsy, beansy, teeny, weeny, magazine. There we go. Fix that right there just by scaling it up a little bit. Do-do-do-do. And this one, probably going to scale this one up as well now, think about it. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, I'm confusing myself now. These are the new ones, aren't they? Yes, these are the new ones I've just added. Yeah, so they're not in line with the rest of it. Oh, are they? Oh, for God's sake. It's still not in line. Because I moved it afterwards. It only works if I move it just on one axis, doesn't it? God, such a complete moron sometimes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move these ones back now. It's like, oh, I'll go ahead and move this so I can fix a problem. And then move the other thing so it creates a new problem. Goddamn idiot sometimes, Render. God damn, Janet. Pull this one out that way. Sweet. And now if we just get one more piece maybe, or two more pieces even, because these aren't even connected up properly. Are they? There we go. Almost, almost. Even if it's a little bit sloppy, I do want to have this wall mostly done. bring it that way. There we go. And let's see. I'm going to duplicate this one and bring it down. Just like that. Sweet. Okay, so that's that done, apart from that tiny little bit on the corner right there. Go ahead and grab that part done. We can just go ahead and grab a new one. Rotate it around. Throw your hand down, flip it and reverse it. Boop, boop. That's good there. And now we just need to go ahead and add our top support beams. And then we can go ahead and take a look in game. Okay, Larador says, okay, what did I miss? Oh, we've just gone ahead and added a little extra story here, buddy. We've added a little extra story to this little tower thing for the Church of Atom. We'll go ahead and take a look at it in game in just a moment as we wrap up the stream in 10 minutes. So, bring our support column across. There we go. Help hide the seams. And now the same for this one. I don't think it's completely square, this, so... No, it's not completely square. It's no worry. Let's go ahead and bring them in a tad. There we go, just like that. And now go ahead and do the same for the other side. Break on through to the other side. Sweet. Okay. Not bad then. Not bad. Just go ahead and pull that back a bit there. So now, let's go ahead and jump in game to go take a look at this second level. Actually, now I think about it, we need to go ahead and add the new flags, don't we? Add the new flags. Go ahead and rotate these around. Bring them across. Yeah, okay. Now you're starting to see it. Now you're starting to see it. Like a nice little tower thing being built here. Looks pretty sweet, if you ask me. I only needed one. God damn it. I only needed one. There we go. I was trying to be clever by doing both at once, but I only needed the one set of tarps. Sweet. Alright, so save it right there. Save it right there. Push it to the mod. When you save it, you can't just save it. You've got to save it and then also select push to mod. It's quite a bizarre way it works. I don't know why it does it like that, but it is what it is. Okay. So, Ottoman Cat says, so you reach 150 for the Vive. I just realized it now. Congrats. Man, it was absolutely amazing. As soon as we started the stream, old Kimberly A right there went ahead and donated the $65 right there, who obviously we're very, very thankful for. So, yeah, as soon as I get paid for something else, we can go ahead and order that. Okay. I was meant to get it today. But looking at the time, I don't think I will, unless it's popped up right now, of course, that is. Which is possible. But I don't think it is. It'll probably end up being tomorrow or a couple of days away now. Because it's either right on time, right on cue, or it takes like 3 days late. You know, that's always the way it is when you're getting paid for stuff, especially internet stuff. Alright. Go ahead and hit OK. Okay, Matthew Furtick says, guys, what's going on in Discord? Is something going on in Discord? I don't know. Okay, Ottoman Cat says, looks like a Chinese temple now. Yeah, well, it was Japanese we were going for, but yeah, that is the kind of idea we were going for, this kind of shrine look. And it's really awesome. Riley Baxter says, hello, Final Render. I'm from the last stream on your Red Rocket Nuka World build stream. Oh, that's awesome, buddy. Glad to see you coming ahead and joining this one as well. Where's my pencil stick? Here we go. Right there. Go ahead and load this up. Fantastic stuff, fantastic stuff. No, looking like that hasn't come through. Never mind. Alright, so we're just loading this up now. Hopefully all is good. Michelle Flamingo says, what's happening? Dealing with Discord being crazy. It's your Discord breaking. Oh dear. That's never a good sign. Never a good sign. Hopefully everything is okay. Or do you mean in my Discord? I've said it before, people. But if you're going to be mean in my Discord, we will just get rid of you. We will just get rid of you, basically. There is literally zero tolerance for people being horrible in here, because we try really hard to make everyone enjoy themselves. And all it takes is for one person being horrible, for no reason, by the way, for absolutely zero reasons, to just really deal the mood. Okay, so later the Fallout, who is a mod, says it's all been sorted now. Thank heavens. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Because we don't want anything like that. I don't even know what the issue was, but I don't even need to. So, everything's good. Okie dokie. Okay, so let's go take a look at this place then. Let's take a look at this place. Go to get a bit lower. See what it's like. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's alright, isn't it? That's alright. We can go ahead and add one, maybe two more variants of those towers. Then that's pretty darn cool. That looks very unique. I haven't seen anything like that in Fallout 4 yet. And again, you know, we'll also add extra things, you know, like air vents and windows and stuff like that. You know, like windows, probably similar to like we've got on that. Add them to there as well. And the inside will be very cool. You know, we'll have a tall column of radiation. Be very cool. Yeah, it's pretty, it's not bad, is it? It's kind of cool. It does definitely loom over you. And when it's a couple stories taller as well, it'll definitely be big. Definitely be big. What's it like when we go further back in the city? Let's go further back into the city. See what it looks like at only 2 levels tall. Alright, so right now we're at the park then. Yeah, you can kind of see it from back here as well, kind of halfway through. When we add a couple more levels, you'll be able to see it even more. What about when we go right to the very back? Right to the very back. When the lag kicks in. Yep, you can still see it back there. That looks pretty cool right at the back right there, doesn't it? You can see it just kind of center screen. And now, let's turn on God mode so I can go ahead and jump off this thing. I still need to go ahead and add the cable car to this, don't I? Jump on down. There we go. Can you see it from down here just yet, I wonder? Get ready for the lag.
Read the public and be prepared.
You can't see it from down here just yet. You can maybe see a teensy tiny bit of it, but when we get a few extra stories, you should be able to see it. The smoke will be blocking most of it by the look of it. But it is what it is. But yeah, we need to kind of copy and paste that elevator that you can see center screen, the one which leads up to the mayor, and have it probably attached to that part right there, right center screen, so that you can just kind of go up and down like that. What are people saying then? DJ Shade Gaming Cube says, how many more live streams till it's done? I honestly don't know, and I refuse to actually set myself the goal, because otherwise I then have to hit that goal. You know what I'm saying? I have to hit the goal if I tell people it'll be done in however many streams time. I don't want that. You know, I want to be able to give it as long as it needs, basically. Alright, so that's why we're live streaming after all, so it can go on for as long as it needs. Okay. Laura Elton says, are you going to add a bell at the top or like an enlarged nuke? I don't know about an enlarged nuke, because they would have to explain, hey, are we allowed to have this huge nuke in your city? And they'd probably say no. But let me go ahead and check it at night. Second game, hour 2:23. But, you know, having something like a bell or a gong would be cool. Right, go ahead and make it nighttime. Oh, major lag spikes right there. Major lag spikes. God damn it. I'm really looking forward... Well, no, I'm not looking forward to optimizing it. I'm looking forward to seeing the results when it's optimized. Because right now it is very laggy. Let's take a look at it at night. We haven't done this for quite a while. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Look at all that. When there's lots of lights and stuff up here, and spotlights and stuff on the edges of the catwalks and things, this place is gonna be... It's gonna be lit. Literally. It's gonna be literally lit. I want to have lots of lights of different colours, you know, lots of like red and green lights and stuff like that. Make it look very colourful. But just the silhouette of the giant stadium lights around the city. Looks really, really nice. Really, really nice. If we actually go ahead and check out the bar. Oh yeah, the lights do work. That's fantastic. The interior lights do shine. I was worried about that earlier. I realised I didn't test it. But yeah, the interior lights do work. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so... Probably time to go ahead and wrap up the stream then. Let me go ahead and... I'm going to do this first, actually. I'm going to grab a screenshot of what we got so far. Because every time we do these streams, I always have to go in-game and grab a screenshot for the thumbnail. And I always forget. So I always have to go in-game and get a new one. You know what I mean? But not this time. I've actually remembered this time. How about something like that? There we go. Let's turn off the menus. And Alt F1. There we go. Screenshot has been saved. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Monsieur Flamingo says, Render, have you nav meshed? Not yet. I don't actually think the nav mesh will take too long because all the paths are actually quite straight. So it shouldn't actually be too hard. It'll take some time, but won't actually be too hard. Okay. So that's it then. We are going to be wrapping up the live stream there. It's been a pretty good one to say the least, hasn't it, people? We've got some good stuff done. Got some good stuff done. All right, let's quit it there. Not settings. Even the menu is laggy. There you go. Save it there. Okay, so. What else are people saying in the chat then quickly before we go? Otto Ottoman says, plus NPCs, clutter of light and stuff will definitely crash the game. No, because we are going to optimize it. So don't worry about that. One of the reasons why I've done a project so big is because I want to learn how to optimize things. None of my mods have ever been optimized. So therefore, learning how to do that will make it fantastic. Lots of people saying, DJ Shade Gaming Cube says, I love Fallout, and this place going to be available on Xbox? It certainly is. We certainly plan to do that. So that's all fantastic. Okay, so we're going to end it there. It is time to go. We've been streaming for another 4 hours today. It's been pretty darn good. I'm pretty tired. But yeah, guys, we hit that goal right there. That is absolutely superb. Thank you very much, guys. Everyone who went ahead and donated that goal, thank you so much. 15 hours to spare, and we did it. So thank you very much. As soon as I've got paid from the other thing, I can see if I can go ahead and get that all sorted. Get that all squared away. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. It's been an awesome stream. I'll probably go ahead and edit the Escapist video tomorrow as well. That'll give me something to do. So the next stream will be not tomorrow, but it'll be the day after. So not tomorrow, but the day after. Remember to go ahead and follow me on Twitter, Discord, and everything like that, so you can get notifications as to when I will next go live. And also, important note, guys, important note, hit the bell beneath the video. YouTube has actually gone ahead and admitted that they don't send videos to subscribers unless they hit the bell. Or at least many of them. Especially live streams, they don't send. So guys, ring that bell, please. I know people always hassle it, but it's actually true now that you have to ring that bell in order to get notified. It's stupid, I know, because that's exactly what the subscribe button should be. It should be, I hit subscribe, so I want to see all this person's content. Not, I hit subscribe, and I also hit a bell, so I want to see everything. No, it should just be everything for all. But you know what I'm saying? So yeah, hit that bell, and it's fantastic. And quickly, before we go, Later Fallout wants a final render fun fact. So let's go ahead and get a final render fun fact before we go. Kimberly A says, thanks for the great stream. Go get that Vive. I will, once I've been paid from the rest of the month stuff. So yeah, final render fun fact from the book. Let's see. Chemical mace, the protective spray, is named after a medieval weapon, not the spice. I thought everyone knew that. That's kind of obvious. Let's go for a different one, because that's kind of an obvious one. Okay, the average British kebab contains 98% of a person's daily salt requirement. Next time you go for that chippy and you go get yourself some doner meat, 98% of your daily salt is in a kebab. But they taste so good. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you, not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. So, bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching. It's been awesome. Bye-bye, everyone. Have fun, everyone. Remember, thanks for everything. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.